As one of the most decorated stars of film and TV, Sally Field has always been a widely loved actress. Her variety of leading and supporting roles in iconic films will forever be remembered. But just like many other Oscars leading ladies, Sally Field had to start from scratch and begin her rise to worldwide fame and critical acclaim. Growing up in California, mainly Pasadena and Van Nuys, Field was exposed to the LA life early on, especially with a mother who was an actress herself and a stepfather who was a stuntman. Much later in life, Sally wrote a memoir called In Pieces, which came out in 2018, that exposes her life and her tumultuous relationship with her late mother and sexually abusive stepfather. Field's outlet to let out her emotions was through acting. This was her calling in her late teens, and she pursued acting to run away from family problems. In her memoir, she said, "I was able to feel something I didn't feel before. I heard my voice, and I wondered what would have happened if I hadn't. How long would it have taken for me to feel that I had a right to be outraged?" After drama classes at school and attending an actor's workshop at Columbia Studios, Field won the starring role in the series called Gidget in 1965. Field was only 18 when the series debuted. It was mega popular. Although it was cancelled after one season, Sally appeared in the series called Flying Nun. This series was written especially for Field to lead in, and it lasted for 3 seasons, from 1967 to 1970. Sally Field basically grew up on the screen, from a teen star to a young lady. While filming The Flying Nun, Field married her high school sweetheart and eventually, at the age of 23, was hiding her baby bump on set. Field started more TV shows and TV movies going into the 70s, but none made her stand out as much as her inaugurated roles. Her film debut was in The Way West in 1967. After noticing that she was getting typecast as the girl next door, Cali Girl, Field took on acting lessons at the Actors Studio under Lee Strasberg's mentorship around 1974. 1976 was a breakthrough year for Field as she returned to film and TV with major, more serious roles. She starred in Sybil, a series opposite Joanne Woodward, a previous Best Actress Oscar winner. Field played a woman suffering from multiple personality disorder. In fact, Woodward won her own Oscar for a role much similar to Field's in Sybil. And for this role in Sybil, Field won an Emmy in 1977. In addition, Field starred in the movie called Stay Hungry. From this year onward, Sally's film work would spread far and wide, making her a big name in show business. She starred in major films opposite her then boyfriend, Burt Reynolds, like Smokey and the Bandit, The End, and Hooper in 77 and 78. She also appeared in Heroes in 77. 1979 was a serious step for Field's career. She starred in her most critically acclaimed role in a drama film, Norma Ray. She played the lead role of Norma Ray, a factory worker who gets involved in a workers' union for better working conditions. This successful film brought a lot of attention to Sally's artistry, and she consequently won a multitude of Best Actress awards, most notably the Best Actress Oscar in 1980. She marched up the stage jubilantly to accept her award. The following years were loaded with more film roles like in Backroads, Absence of Malice, and Kiss Me Goodbye in 81 and 82. Sally Field was not done yet with the Oscars spotlight. She returned to that stage to accept her second Best Actress win in 1985 for her role in Places in the Heart. This time she was confident in her power as an actress. Sally Field continued with more various film roles. Her most iconic roles are in Steel Magnolias, Mrs. Doubtfire, and Forrest Gump. In 2013, she was nominated for Best Actress Oscar for her role in Lincoln. I think it's Sally Field's authenticity, on and off screen, that captures audiences. The vulnerability that she portrays in her characters is not so easy to emulate, and with a memoir that details her hardships growing up, It adds another layer of sincerity and humanity.
I was suffering so badly. I was so depressed. And I was 19, and I didn't want to be playing something called The Flying Nun. I did not want to be dressed as a nun all day long. Madeline Sherwood, she just recently passed away. She took me to the actor studio, and it began to really change my life. And I got to work with Lee one-on-one for many years. Wow. And that really began to form who I was, not only as an actor, but helped me who I became as a person.